Hi everyone, it's Sandy, and I am going to be using this sketch, which is actually a sketch for this month's April's Click Kit. Anyway, so I pulled that and I printed it off just so I could have it for reference. And I'm showing you these pictures here that I'm going to be scrapbooking today. We went to LA for about 5 days over spring break, and we got to do like a city tour, and those are some of the pictures we took at the Paul Smith wall, the pink wall over there in LA. And anyway, so I printed those out and I'm just going through what's left of my kit to see what I want to use. Now, I'm sorry I didn't show you the sketch for long enough, but basically it's a wreath. So what I'm going to do is cut out my pictures first and then go through, well, I went through the paper and I found a piece of paper that I'm going to cut like flowers out to make the wreath on the sketch. So there we go. I printed these pictures off on my selfie. So I did one, 4x4, and then the little pictures are 2x2s. So there we go. That's the paper right there. I'm going to cut all those flowers out. I'm going to fussy cut around them, not super, close or anything like that, but just enough to cut around it to be able to make a wreath with those flowers. So I'm not going to show you all of that. It's pretty boring. So there you go. See, I just cut a flower out. I'm just going around just cutting close, but not too worried if black shows at all. So there we go. As I was cutting those flowers out, I would just lay them down and try and form a wreath. And I went through the ephemera pack really quick, and it had that, it's not a swan, that pelican or whatever, that pink one. And I thought I would throw that in there because I don't know when else I would use it, and it had pink on there. So I decided to go ahead and use it. So I'm just going to use these little pop dots or glue dots, sorry, that I have here on my desk. And that's what I'm just going to use to glue these down with, because I like them a little bit raised from the paper. So what I'm going to do is use the glue dots to place them where I want. And then I have some Tombow foam tape that I'll put on different parts of the leaves, or like those lemons or those strawberries or different parts of the flowers, to kind of puff them up from my page. Anyway, so that's all I'm doing right here, is just kind of arranging things where I think they should go, just tacking them down real quick. And I know I'm going to put my 4x4 picture right there on the left-hand bottom corner. So I know I don't need to cover that part too much with with flowers. So here in just a minute, I'll go ahead and start. But I'm trying to get that leaf in there, and I have to cut some of it down. I don't know exactly where I want to place it, so I'm just kind of messing with that one for here, just a few minutes or for a few seconds or what have you. So anyways, there we go. I know I'm going to place my picture there, and I'm trying to see where I want to place these little 2x2s. I wanted to use all of them. I have 4 because I did one of each of us, and then Isabel and Gabby together right there. And Gabby's in the room right there. She's like, Mom, you should put that big picture right there in the middle. But I really didn't want to. I wanted to follow the sketch pretty much how it was. So that's why I didn't want to. But anyways, I really like that sketch because you could use ephemera to go around the wreath, or you could use, like cut up paper, use stickers, you can do anything. So I'll probably be using the sketch here again. And I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and back my picture with a few papers behind it, and just to add a little something behind the picture, like a little bit of layering behind it, even though you can't see it. And it was funny because Gabby was in my room and she's like, why do you put that paper if you can barely see it? And I was like, well, that's how I like it, like if you could just barely see it. But she's so funny. So there we go. I think that's all I end up adding to it. Maybe just a few more little things. I'm going to start looking through the ephemera pack and seeing if I could use anything else, but I don't think I really find anything. So there we go. And then on the little 2x2s, I just put one sheet of paper, like that white sheet behind it, and that will be it. So yeah, there we go. I was trying to see if I could use some little ephemera pieces as well, but that didn't work out. So I'm just going to use that piece of paper right there, that little creamy white with that black pattern. And I was trying to fit this little piece into it. It came out of the ephemera pack, but I end up using something else off of the sticker sheet instead of that little, I can't read it, sorry, what it says right there. I think it says like enjoy the little things or something like that. And so here in a minute, I'm trying to find other things to add from that pack, and I just can't find anything. So I figured this wreath would be the perfect time to use any more like animals or things like that I don't think I would use in a different layout. So here we go. So I finally pulled that 6x12 sticker sheet out and I'm seeing what I can use. I thought about that Hello Sunshine again, but then I found this little one that says Joyful Heart, and I'm barely going to place it down on that picture just to see if I really like it right there. I end up putting some foam tape behind it and moving it down just a little bit. So I do keep it on there, but I didn't want it to be, the picture's raised up a little bit from the layout, so I end up putting foam tape behind it to kind of help it out. And then I was looking for some enamel dots. I knew I had a whole bunch of enamel dots, but I couldn't find them. So I found these black ones, which I did want to use black since the outline of the flowers I cut out are from a black paper. So I use these different sizes enamel dots. There's some really big ones, some mediums. There's like 4 different sizes. So anyways, I just sprinkle them around the wreath just to add a little bit of something. And then I found some hearts as well. But I didn't show placing them, but you can see if you look by the enamel dots, you'll see some hearts around there that are enamel as well. And then I showed it to Erica. She's like, it needs just a little bit more. So I went ahead and pulled out my India ink and was trying to be very careful just to add some sprinkling around it, a few little bigger dots as well, but I wanted some of those little bitty sprinkles on it. So all right, now I call it done, and that's it. So I have some still shots coming up, and I just want to remind you that this is the April Click Kits. I think the kits are sold out, but they do have some paper packs and some ephemera pieces and things still left in the shop. I will go ahead and link those items below, and you can use the code Sandy10 or the link below to get to the shop anyways and purchase those if you would like. I will see you on the next layout. Talk to you later. Bye.